just answer a few questions that people throw up, emails and on Instagram and stuff. Yeah, obviously it's an all-inclusive package. That's all we do, is all-inclusive. We don't do bivvy packages or nothing. We do night fish. If you want to night fish, we can. We normally only fish days because normally days are good enough, but you can do overnight, especially in the hotter months. It's worth it because the fishing does pick up a little bit later on in the afternoon, late evening. Yeah, and the questions that we get pushed a lot is it good for single anglers? Well, yes. I mean, I would say 65% of the people we get coming out every year are single anglers, and they're worried about obviously coming out fishing on their own and traveling on their own and stuff. But we put everyone into flying from Gatwick to Montreal, which is one plane a week. That's what we use. So the idea is when you do get there, 9 out of 10 you see them, they've got camo on, or they're repeat customers. A lot of them wear their t-shirts and stuff like that, and you pick them up, and most of the time you meet them in a bar, and then they chat away and they get good friends, because we're all out here for one thing, to catch carp, and obviously we've got a lot in common that way. So yeah, so you're not always travelling on your own. It's very rare that you do. You always meet up with the anglers that are coming out with us every year and every week, and a lot of customers do repeat. They come out at least 3 or 4 times, sometimes every other year, or they come out yearly. We've had people come out now for the last 15 years, and they've been out every year for 15 years, and they're single anglers. They come out here, they've made amazing friends here, and then obviously back to the UK. They actually meet up. They go other trips around the world fishing together as well, and obviously they come back here. And sometimes even their families are they got that close, and their families are close. So anyway, single anglers are fine. And for couples, yeah, spot on for couples. The house is equipped for king size beds, and we can take like 2 couples per week mixed in with other anglers, or you can hire the house exclusive. So yeah, it's good for couples, and if the wife wants to stay back, she can stay in the garden, chill out, sunbathe, read a book, watch TV. Lisa will take them out for days out if they want to go shopping or a little bit of sightseeing locally. She can arrange days out for that in the week. So it's perfect. The couples love it, absolutely love it. And obviously the better time would be sort of July, August, early September. It's about the best time if you want to be a laid back angler and not get involved in it. Yeah, so all different parts of the season, it all works differently to the angler as well. If you come out in the early part, like May to sort of mid-June-ish, then yeah, we fish with waders as I'm fishing today. So yeah, you fish waders, and it's a bit of walking with a tackle and a bit of wading, and you pluck your land fish and stuff like that. And wading out, and you land your fish in 2 foot of water and bring it back. Some of the swims are rocky, but most of them are sandy, and they're not, they're quite comfortable. But it's a bit of walking. So, but if you want the easier approach and fish the main drag of the St. Lawrence, like in the 35 foot of water, right in the main where the big huge tankers come through, then you want to be mid-September to mid-October. And then we go by boat, so we go drop the boat in, shoot out, and we fish islands and points and back channels and stuff like that. And the fishing is short range fishing, and in deep crystal clear water. The water's warm. The water's like upper 60s, low 70 degrees, so the water's warm. Don't need waders, don't need to carry tackle. So if you're that type of angler, then obviously the September, October is the better time. But if you're the guy that wants to fish different areas in the park, do a bit of walking, fish out of rushes, fish off points and do some wading and seeing the bottom and bits and pieces like that, then you want to come out mid-May to the end of June. It's about the time, but you'll be wearing waders and off and on and stuff, but it's harder work and it's a bit more of a push. But if you're that type of angler, that's the best time. If you just want to lay back, fishing 20-30 yards, you know, fishing off grass, just chilling out, you know, red hot conditions, like it could hit up in the mid-30s, then you want to be the June to early September sort of time, you know, around that time, and it's really hot. You catch fish, obviously, but there's days where it's really hot. I mean, if you like that type of fishing and lay back in the sun and stuff, then that's the time you want to be in the mid part of the season. Other than that, obviously later on October on, coming round to early April, then we're in winter in Canada, so the water's really cold and it's not the time to be here really, and obviously the mid-winter it's frozen solid anyway, so we're on minus 30 degrees. So we go minus 30 in the winter and we go plus 30 in the summer. We do it's very extreme here. So yeah, so that's answered some of them questions on that. We pick you up at the airport, Montreal Airport, drop you back at Montreal Airport. We tell you the scheduled flight to use, corresponding what year you're booking and stuff. We work with that with you and work with dates, so we get you, you know, spot on, so you get on the right plane. We pick you up at the right times and everything like that. So it's a nice, easy, laid-back holiday, and we just we do everything at our end. So yeah. So hope that's answered a few questions. Yeah, I mean, tackle, we supply all fishing tackle. A lot of people are asking me, what quality tackle do you have? Is it, you know, is it good stuff? Well, yeah, I mean, it's the best that we need for what we need to fish the St. Lawrence properly. We're on Free Spirit, we're on Shimano reels, we're on Power Pro, braid. I mean, it's all good quality stuff. We don't use rubbish stuff. We've got a full tackle shop packed with leads, traces, swivels, hooks, everything that works here, because everything's a bit more extreme. So your hook traces are in the 50 to 65, sometimes 80 pound breaking strain for hook traces and stuff. But I've got it all here. It's all spooled up in small spools, and you just buy as you go. And you don't need to bring no tackle out. And a lot of people bring their tackle box, which is cool. But they go into the tackle shop in UK and they say, well, what tackle do I need to fish the St. Lawrence River system? Oh, what you need to fish the river, you need this hook, this lead, you know, touchdown or whatever quarter, and as they go, you know, and they push all the stuff. They come out here. I always check your tackle before you go out, because obviously, if you know, you could be fishing in the woods, middle of nowhere, and if you've got the wrong tackle, then you're going to have, you know, not a good day. So I normally go through the tackle, and 90% of it's just UK tackle. It's not strong enough for here. The hook's blunt, everything's just not right. So in the end, I'll say take that back and use it in England, or take it back to the shop and whatever. So it's a pain kept bringing it across on the plane and stuff like that. So say leads, hooks, swivels, anything you need. You don't need to bring a tackle box, nothing. I'll supply the tackle box, baiting needles, scissors, everything's included in the package. So you don't need to bring nothing. No baits. I've got all the baits and hook baits and pop-ups and stuff like that. But again, if there's a certain company you're on and you just bring a pop of pop-ups or wafters or whatever you like using, bring them out. No, you know, no problem at all. But it's not a really a boily water. I mean, yeah, I'm using Snowman. I use Snowman a lot, and if you want to scatter a few around, it's okay. But the amount of fish in here and the way you fish, you could go through 5 to 10 kilo per day, and it's a waste of money, waste of time, waste shipping it across and stuff like that. So we use the pack bait. It's a bit like the method feeding, but it's a pack bait, and it's made up over the last 2 or 3 years, and it's been fine-tuned. And basically, you're just packing around the leads, The leads I've got are all gripper lead, so it grips it, you know, nice and solid and holds on there well, and it just breaks down slowly. Pop, you know, you just stick a 5-inch trace with a snowman normally to the side, and bang, that's what you know, that's all we use. I mean, we spod out maize around the area, so like you get a spod mix, and then you'll get the pack bait dry mix, and you'll take it, and then I'll tell you exactly how to mix it and how much essence you need to put in, because we've got CCH essence and stuff like that. So once all that's mixed in and all going, you can spum a few bombs out. Depending what time of year, especially the early part, some of the swims have got marker floats in sticks, so obviously the line don't get caught, it just pushes them over and then the fish are free. So like, you know, spots where to cast to. I will tell you exactly how to fish each swim, what distance to fish at, where to put the rods, how many times you need to cast, blah 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 blah, and I'll give you exactly the amount of bait for the day. If you do run out of the bait and you have extremely good days, with some days, some people have like 50, 60, 70 runs in the day, which is you know, a one-off day, but an absolutely corker of a day, then you run out the bait, obviously, and then all you can do is call me up, and normally you get walkie-talkies, you call me up, and then I'll come down with a load more bait. And that's not added to your price. You pay one price for the bait for the week. So if you need more bait, you just get more bait, and it's it's all in the package. You don't get more and more money added on. You know, you just pay one fee for the week. So yeah, so that's all sorted out. I hope that's answered a few questions there on this little blog I'm doing, just to fill you in a little bit of what's going on. I don't know if there's any other questions that really get pushed. If you've got any more questions, then you know, you can go to CanadianCarpin.com and fill the form in. You've got availability form, and then you can put a message at the bottom on the form and just ask a few questions if there's a few questions that you're not too sure on, or you need answering or whatever. Throw that over to me, and it gives you the availability, and I'll get back on the price, and I'll sort out the plane price and stuff like that, so you know exactly what's going down. And if the dates are not right, then we can play with the dates a bit, or years, or whatever you want to play. Yeah, so like, if you really want to pick a certain time of year and you want that availability, I wouldn't leave it say March, and then say I want to come out in May, and there won't be no availability, it'll be gone. So the bookings sort of start getting busy around the November right through to March is when it starts to pack out through the winter, when you're sitting at home wherever and you're not fishing as much, and you start looking at the next year holidays. So if you want to like start picking and fine-tuning spots and stuff like that, I would do it a year up front, really, to guarantee to pick the spots. I mean, yeah, there's always spots open if you're not bothered when you want to come out, and you can leave it literally a month or 2 months before, but this is something you need to plan a little bit more in detail, and then plan ahead. So like, say this summer, say like, you know, this is 2021, so if you're booking up, like if you're looking to book up now and then book up for 2022 and then pick now, don't leave it till November this year, because it will start getting busy. And I do say 65 to 70% of repeat, just rebook, and some people actually book 1, 2 or 3 years in blocks to pick the certain weeks that they want, whether it's work related they have to take that way, or it's certain times of year they really want to be here, so they just keep rebooking. So like, and we take 10 people a week, so it does get, you know, certain weeks do get filled up pretty quick. So yeah, so if you want to pick, just bearing in mind, just, you know, do it a year up front. Yeah, I think if there's anything else, say all you need to do is bring a camera, really. Bring your camera, your pop-ups, whether you're on mainline or whatever bait companies you're on and stuff. Bring, like, you know, if you want to bring a little tub of bottom baits, if you want to, and then a little tub of pop-ups, and you can make the snowman up, which is a good good to use, the Snowman here. If you want to do that, then brilliant. Bring 2 pots, easy to throw in your case. Don't weigh nothing, no big problem. Don't fill it up with like 20, 30 kilos or 5 kilos of boilies, because 5 kilos don't do nothing over it. Don't go anywhere. It's a waste of time, waste of money. I do sell boilies, but you don't need that many boilies. I mean, just spotting out maize and whacking a method ball out, which we call it the pack bait over here. It's a little bit different, but it's the same sort of thing, just give you the idea. And that's enough. So the boilies are only hook baits. So if you want to bring your hook baits out, fine. If not, I've got them here anyway. It's all tried and tested stuff. It all works on the St. Lawrence. And yeah, so hopefully I will see you out sometime next year or the year after, when all this mess clears up, this COVID-19, and everything seems to be sort of balancing up a little bit better now. So hopefully next year or the year after that, get yourself sorted out. Contact me through CanadianCarpin.com or CanadianCarpin@simpatico.ca, which is the email which you can pick up through the website, or search Canadian Carpin on Instagram, Twitter, just anywhere. You'll find me all over the place. Just pick me up, send a message through, call me, whatever you want to do. It's best to go through the website on the form, because then I'll get your information, then I can answer a few more questions that you'll need. Except, you know, if you call up, it's a bit harder. So yeah, tight lines, everyone out there. Stay safe and catch some fish this year.